Ma'am, your parcel.
You guys know that I never shy away from deep frying food. In fact, I've even said that true love is deep fried. But this, my friends, is exactly what's going to help me today and you in the future to undrunk ourselves completely. I'm going to make veg koftas. They're very special because they're going to be made with raw bananas, and I'm going to undrunk it with olive. This is Tarika welcoming you to Get Curried. I'm going to start making the koftas first, for which I've got the raw bananas ready. Here what I've already done is pressure cook them for 10 minutes or 3 whistles if you're counting the whistles. You can also do this without a pressure cooker, that's absolutely fine. And now I'm going to start mashing the bananas and also add some flavorings to it. But what I really want to tell you is that the best thing about using olive is that it's a multi-source cooking oil, which means that it has the goodness of olive oil but is absolutely suited for our everyday Indian cooking. Now, as soon as these bananas are cool enough to handle, just put them into a bowl, peel the skin off, just give it a quick mash while it's hot. I'm going to continue mashing the bananas once I've added some flavorings, the first of which are the seeds of 2 cardamom pods. Just add such wonderful flavor. Pair really well with bananas. Don't worry, they don't make it sweet. But what really helps is the salt. Some red chilli powder. Cumin powder. And what will really help in binding this together is some chickpea flour or besan. Just sprinkle that on. And now I'm going to mash it again. I want these to be really nice and pliable so that we can shape them into koftas. So I'm going to add a little bit more chickpea flour. And mix these through again. The filling of the koftas has come together really well. Last thing I'm going to do is add some finely chopped onions. Not too much. And just mix that in as well. I've lightly greased my hands and I'm just going to start shaping the koftas into just about the size of a lemon. All done. Now it's time to start deep frying them. The first step to deep frying, of course, is pouring the oil into the kadhai. And you know what I really like about olive is that it has a high smoke point, which is perfect for deep frying, especially when it comes to Indian food. You'll see. Now just keep alternating the heat between high and medium and just move these around in the hot oil. We're going to fry them till they become nice and golden brown. So the first batch of koftas are nice and golden brown. I'm going to pull these out and let them rest here while we move on to frying the next batch. This batch is also nice and golden brown, ready to be pulled out of the oil. And the best thing about olive is that the food stays light and tasty, and the recipe tends to absorb 20% less oil, like you'll see here. And now the first thing I'm going to do to make this curry is make a paste which is going to be the base of the curry. For that, I'm going to grind up a few things in this blender. First will be an onion that I've just quartered up here. Now I'm going to add some dried coconut. You can also use fresh. Some garlic, ginger, and I'm using 3 green chilies. You can use 2 if you want to make it slightly less spicy. I'm going to add a little bit of water just to help grind this. Now just blend it. And now before I move on to cooking, I'm going to make a quick spice mixture, mix it with some water so that when I add the spices to the pan, they don't burn. I'm going to use some coriander powder, red chili powder, and a little bit of turmeric, not too much. And just mix it with some water. Now once the oil has heated up in this karai, the first thing I'm going to do is add some mustard seeds and just let them pop. And some curry leaves. I'm going with 1 whole sprig. Now I'm going to add the curry paste that we made. Now I'm going to add the spice mixture. And now to balance out the flavors, I'm going to add some tamarind water from some tamarind that I've been soaking for a while. And a tiny pinch of jaggery powder to balance out the flavors. Mix that in really well. Now I'm going to add some hot water to this, and once I add the water, I'm going to let the curry boil and bubble for about 4 minutes on a high flame. Add that in. So this has been bubbling away for about 4 or 5 minutes. Now is the time to add some salt. I know you thought that I'd forgotten. Now once you've stirred in the salt really well, turn off the flame and then add the koftas, because the koftas will absorb the water and the gravy will thicken up as you let them rest. Flame is off. Now I'm going to add the koftas and just very gently stir them into this curry. So you'll see that the gravy has thickened up now and the koftas have also absorbed the water. So now it's time to plate this up. Olive is full of antioxidants, which is really good for the heart and really important at a time like this in the new normal, where building good habits is really important. And you saw right in the beginning of the video that you too can order this on e-commerce websites very easily, and it's absolutely worth buying. So guys, you saw that I took a new spin on my favorite dish and unjunked it with olive, and it's turned out tastier and is still big on nutrition. Now it's time for you to show off your culinary skills as well. Unjunk your favorite dish and you could win big by participating in this mouth-watering contest. So click on the link below and submit your favorite recipe that you've unjunked. The most loved recipe will win hampers from Olive. And we've spiced it up even more because the most popular recipes will also get featured on Olive's social media pages. So get going, it's your time to unjunk and be back in love with your favorite food. And for more such recipes, stay tuned to Get Curried.